Hey everyone, and good Monday evening. It's weather for Weather Geeks time here on the 25th day of February 2019. A big windstorm over the last 36 hours is finally winding down, and it was a good looking day today. With the gusty breezes, you definitely did need to bundle up. We had wind chills mostly in the single digits and teens today. I pointed our Boardman camera towards the sunset this evening with a mostly clear sky overhead. I thought it'd be a nice sunset, and while we did have some clouds on the horizon here, it still turned out to be a pretty good one. Our sunsets, of course, getting later and later. Our sunrises are getting earlier, and we're now less than 2 weeks away from the return of daylight saving time. Believe it or not, coming up 2 Sundays from yesterday, 2 weeks from yesterday. And all of a sudden, our sunsets will be at like 7:20 in just a couple of weeks. It's amazing how time flies. All right, we had some reddish hues out there with our sunset, and thought I'd just do a quick little basic science refresher here on why we see those kinds of colors around sunrises and sunsets. Well, it's all about the wavelength of different colors and what gets scattered and what doesn't. When the sun is high in the sky, like at noon, well, the blue and violet light has short wavelengths, and so that'll be most likely to be scattered by the air, the atmosphere, along with particulates in the atmosphere, such as dust particles. Well, when the sun is low in the sky, it's got to travel, the light has to travel a much greater distance, and at that point, most of the light that's left unscattered, it tends to be kind of red and kind of orange, and some things can enhance the red-orange color, such as some cloudiness, certain types of clouds certainly. If we have some wildfire smoke, sometimes that'll help to really scatter those reds and oranges. But yeah, when the sun is low in the sky, the light is traveling through a much thicker layer of the atmosphere, and therefore we lose the blues and violets and get more reds and oranges. So anytime we have some good-looking sunsets, or it seems like we're going to have a good-looking sunset, I like to point my camera and try to capture a time-lapse video. Love those time-lapse videos of the sunsets. All right, a quick review of our wind event yesterday. 61 miles per hour at the Youngstown Warren Airport at 1:57 p.m. Now, wind records are a little bit harder to come by than basic temperature records, but with a little help from the National Weather Service, was able to determine that the strongest gust on record at the airport in Vienna in recent years was in 2002, I believe it was in March, at 63, so we were just a couple shy of that. That's a very impressive wind gust for a non-thunderstorm wind gust. Sometimes we'll get gusts that are in this range in strong thunderstorms or downdrafts, gust fronts, but a non-thunderstorm wind gust like that's some serious wind. And here's the top of the hour wind gusts since late last evening. It was very windy all night, and even this morning it was very blustery, but once we got into the mid-afternoon, finally the wind has started to calm down, and for the first time in a while at 7 p.m. we did not report a gust at the airport, and that trend will continue overnight. I mean, look at this map. These are all the storm reports, most of this of course wind damage, and you can't even really see the map because all the icons cover it up. So from the upper Midwest to the northeastern U.S., this has been a massive windstorm, and the power outages bear that out. Still many without power, especially now in the Northeast. Notice our winds now are they're getting in New England what we had yesterday, and our isobars here are spreading farther apart, meaning the wind is relaxing, and finally we can move on past this wind event from February 24th into the 25th of 2019. All right, coming up on Tuesday, a mix of sun and clouds. I think the sky will brighten a little bit in the afternoons compared to the morning as this high slides off to our north. Overall, just kind of an uneventful, cold day. We'll stop in the upper 20s in the afternoon. On Wednesday, we have a warm front tracking in, and there's going to be a little snow around and north of this front. It's just a matter of where. Most of it's probably up towards Erie and Buffalo, but I can't rule out down to maybe I-80. We just get grazed with a touch of snow. Even if we see this, it's pretty non-impactful, I think, early Wednesday. And then, as we go towards the end of the day Wednesday, a cold front, a weak front, rolls through with this area of low pressure. Might be a touch of snow mixed with rain. Again, non-impactful stuff for the most part, if it occurs at all. It would be late in the day on Wednesday. Then we're back to benign weather on Thursday, and as we wrap up the month of February and meteorological winter on Thursday, clouds will increase in the afternoon and we'll reach the middle 30s. All right, wow. Look at this map. This is the 6 to 10 day outlook, and you know, since we last did a Weather Geeks video at the end of last week, the models have trended colder and colder and colder with the beginning of March. I mean, I don't remember a lot of 6 to 10 day outlooks from the Climate Prediction Center with this much deep purple over this much real estate. I mean, this is a huge part of the country covered by, I mean, it's a guarantee. You could put money on it. Temperatures will be below average in the 6 to 10 day period. So that takes us from the first day of March through at least the first week of March. And actually, taking a look at some of the modeling this evening, I kind of suspect this abnormally cold early March pattern continues until about March 10th. Now, after that, it looks less cold. Does it look warm? Not real sold on that, but it does look less cold. You know, I tweeted this earlier. It's ironic. You know, a lot of winter forecasts, including mine this year, did expect a very cold February. Well, we had really, really cold weather at the very end of January, and we're going to have really cold weather compared to average during the first week of March. If we just time that up a little bit better, our winter forecast, especially the February part of our winter forecast, might have gone a little bit better. But timing is everything, and we had the harsh cold at the end of January, and it looks like we're going to have a pretty sustained, impressive period here of cold early in March, but February has not been cold at all. February is going to finish about 3-ish degrees warmer than average, and meteorological winter will finish warmer than average, and lots of meteorologists' winter forecasts are not going to get high grades this year, yours truly included. Did not go according to plan. We'll do a little recap on the winter and, of course, a spring forecast coming up later this week on Thursday evening. Thursday evening's edition of Weather for Weather Geeks as we wrap up February and what we call meteorological winter. Thanks for watching, everyone. I'll see you back here Tuesday evening.